Hey, what's up, metal and heavy music fans? It's Flight of Icarus again with MetalTrenches.com, and today I'm going to watch and review A Bellyful of Salt and Spleen, love that name, from Napalm Death. And hey, if you like to be kept up to date with the best and brightest metal bands and albums from the underground and above, then stick with me by hitting that subscribe button down below. Been kind of interested with what Napalm Death have been doing lately. It's been a left turn, to be sure. Like this visual. Ooh, I like this drum beat. And that bass rumble. Nice little dance. I love it. It's like a little modified Running Man. Yeah, man, I swear, like, Napalm Death are having some sort of, like, identity crisis, and I think I'm into it. You can only do the same thing for so long. Look at those vocals. That's some haunting stuff right there. It's more of like a industrial metal song. I like how they mashed it up with the visuals of the machinery fitting. Oh wow, left turn again. Got this more like melodic part here. These vocals are wild. I think they're cool. I think the OG fans are probably going to be pissy about it, but I like it when bands successfully do some new things with their sound. It's not always successful, that's for sure. This is crazy. Yeah, between this and the other single, I'm wondering what's the album going to sound like? Somebody mentioned that it sound like like if they went to church, this is the type of like sermon or hymn they'd want to hear. That bass guitar is everything, man. And these layered backup vocals too. There's just a whole soundscape going on here. It's more like a kind of Author and Punisher vibe to it. By the way, if you don't know who that is, you need to check them out. Or check him out, I should say. Yeah, I like this. Very, like, weird and experimental, but also strangely, like, catchy and engaging. Very headbangable. Got me speechless. Haunting. This is very haunting. That one's gonna stick with me. That's gonna be one of those tracks that I'm still thinking about as I drive off today. Oh man. Man, oh man. Alright, so again, that was A Bellyful of Salt and Spleen from Napalm Death. And it is from their upcoming album, Throes of Joy in the Jaws of Defeatism, out September 18th. So definitely check that out. And what did I think of it? Really good. Like, I couldn't stop saying how much I enjoyed this. So if I'm putting it to my scales for enjoyability, I give it a 10. Like, that sucked me in. Great atmosphere, just very engaging and very strange. And I love that balance. So I'm going to kind of jump to the innovation scale on that note. I give them like a 9. It's a pretty unique song. It's a very unique song for Napalm Death, but even just in terms of other stuff I've heard this year, and trust me, I've heard some very weird stuff. If you want to check out my other reviews for things like Igor and whatnot, but yeah, it's unique. So I give them like a 9 in that realm. And then for musicianship, it's always tougher with these because it's like not a technical song by design, so it kind of feels weird to score it lower. But if I am just purely thinking about like the intensity and complexity of the musicianship, it's kind of like an 8. I almost want to give them a 9 because I do really love how they kind of joined everything together. So somewhere in between there. So what do we got? Like I mean, regardless, we're talking about like an A and A minus here if we're averaging those scores together. Very solid, and I wasn't sure what to think of the last single, but I am very, very intrigued by this album now. And honestly, I've never been like a long time diehard Napalm Death fan or anything. I enjoy grindcore, but I'm more interested in kind of the weird, obscure sounding stuff out there. But let me know what you think down in the comments. What's your favorite Napalm Death album, favorite Napalm Death song? And be sure to stick around after this one, because again, there's plenty more videos coming right up. I've got full album reviews, metal tier lists, the podcast where I interview these musicians, Bandcamp exploration, you name it, we've got it here on the channel for your metal needs. So plenty of reasons to subscribe if you have not already. Also in the description, you can find links to our social media, the email newsletter, our Patreon, and Subscribe Star if you want to make that extra jump to becoming a supporter. I would really, really appreciate that. But that'll do it for now. Flight of Icarus signing off. I will see you in the trenches.